So this is API.
Yes, yeah.
This is
So go
network.
back to our the homework you did. So user can view the search for specific course.
Because I didn't do it from this one. I didn't. I did from the website.
Okay, yeah. Even it is for practice, so you can do from anywhere. It is just a matter of step only. But when we do it, we need to follow the requirements. This is the basic stuff. That's it. Otherwise, you can do. So the purpose of the test case is to verify the user should be able to view all the specific courses on dashboard. I think we have done it. Done it, no? Okay, yeah. This is the search functionality. Yeah. So follow common steps. So it will log in into the system. Then scroll down. Search with specific course. When you say common steps too, I think you can get away with step number two. Because why I'm saying when you say common step, it has indicated login into the system. Yes. So when you say login into the system, yeah. So you don't need to click on anywhere. It's that how many steps there might be 20 steps to login into the system. Yes. It covers, so you can delete this step. You don't need it. Yes. Then search with specific course on the search button. So it is a search text box. So if you want, you can say locate the search text box on the home page, and you enter the text into the search text box and then click on search button. Yes. So one step you can even if you don't say the search into, but you can say locate or find locate the search text box from the home page. Yes, it is on the home page.
Locate the search
Text
text
box
box.
on the home page. Yes. And then just delete that bit. The next step would be enter the keyword, specific keyword in the search box. So what would be the specific keyword? Exactly you need to put in the test data, search for Selenium or WebDriver. Yes. So here comes the test data. No, this is a different step. You don't bunch together. One step should be one thing. So you can't say locate the search text box from the home page and enter the specific course. No, it is there are two steps. Yes, when I was speaking, I I assume that you will just put as a new step. That was my fault. Just delete and enter.
So
Yes,
this is clear.
that's it. That is one step. So one step means there is only one action in one step. Okay. The next step would be enter search keyword into the search text box. In the test data, you can put Selenium WebDriver.
Enter search keyword.
Yes, enter search keyword in the text search field. In the search field. And in the test data, you can give the data which is Selenium WebDriver.
Shall I give you the next one
No, enter the test data first, so you go step by step. Selenium WebDriver.
in here?
No, is the test data field is there already for you column.
Okay, okay. Test data.
Yeah, there you put Selenium WebDriver. WebDriver is one word, but two it's fine, not bother. Even if you put Selenium, that's fine. Yes. Then you enter. Now you say click on the search button. Now you will enter the search button. Yes. Click on the search button. When you click on search button, what happens?
It will
It will
search.
populate. Yes, verify the dashboard displays specific courses. So how do you say that? Here you put that verify the dashboard displays, instead of displays returns the search result with Selenium WebDriver keywords. Yes,
Hence,
verify that the dashboard returns the
see,
courses no. Verify the dashboard returns the courses that contains keyword Selenium WebDriver, or you can reword it something in a better way. Verify the dashboard returns the courses that contains the keyword Selenium WebDriver. Yeah, that will do. Yes, so this is your verification. If you are searching for Java, then it should return the Java keywords. Okay, these are the step means what, understand. Okay, step means one step has only one action. If you put two actions together, then that means that you need two steps. Okay. Yes. Exactly the same way you can check the top bit. Agree?
yeah,
Let's go to the next requirement. From next onwards, you need to put the test data as well.
okay,
Okay. See, if you are bunching few steps together, like sign up, sign up might have multiple steps, but you say sign up into the system. So it covers all the steps. So in the separately, you don't need to click, say that click on sign up. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Let's go to the next requirement. So few other test cases you need to modify as per the guidance, whatever we have discussed. Yes.
yeah,
Because I can see number two, click on the login button from the login page. Then you say purchase a course, courses. Here you say purchase a course, line number 74, okay, row number. So when you say purchase a course, then you say purchase a course only and give a specific course title as a test data. Yes.
oh,
And then you here verify this particular course has been populated. Yes.
yeah. And regarding the postman, were you expecting this one, isn't it?
Yes.
The screenshot.
Yes, something like this. Yes. Screenshots means how you do send a get request. Yes. So this is the get request with the URL, correct? When you have the specific, you might not have access to go into any profile, but you can still search by the specific data. Yes.
Yeah,
So this is what I expected. So it looks good. Display all the collections in the dashboard. Select get request and provide page. Correct. See, you have given very good. So you are ready. Let's go to the next requirement where design test case for the next one now. Next one, what is say users will be able to search for the specific course and platform. So you can have another requirements. They can filter the courses based on the order such as pursuing courses, finished courses. Yes.
yeah,
So one purchasing courses and one finished courses. So just write these two requirements, then we will design the test cases. We started doing this together, otherwise we have to have the requirements based on requirements. What you do is to write the test plan.
Yes.
Yeah,
So shall I write a test case
yeah, I say that no, first write the requirements and then test case.
for this one?
Yes,
You want me to write now?
yes, now, yeah.
Okay. Brijesh, rather than this, shall we go with the website?
No, we will go by the requirements only.
Okay.
Why? There is a reason. Because normally in technical way you write test cases from the requirements only.
Or
You
requirements first.
might not have the website. Yes,
Hmm.
here we use Udemy as our reference, but that is not the correct way when you are doing it. Yes, but you will have some reference in the live project as well. But it is worth just we go and strictly follow how this actually work is done.
Yeah.
Then you have the assumption as well, how you want to do it. If you have the requirements and you are discussing this requirement, then you will discuss with the developer how you are going to do it. Then the developer will say, this seems to be easy to me. Then the developer will say, I will put two tabs. One is pursuing courses and one is finished courses. Yes. So when you
Yeah.
click on these two tabs, yes, then you
Yeah.
will have the list of all these courses. Yes, that's it. Okay, you have the requirements, so you can write these as two requirements instead of one requirement. Okay, if you put this one requirement
So
you
first
can put
course
it.
and finished course.
Yes. S-
Why
this
is
is
it
how,
like that? Like two different courses, two different requirements.
because requirements should be broken down as one single action as well. Okay, like you do
If
courses,
you see,
assignment, quizzes.
if you see row number 8, we have wrote like
Yeah.
courses.
The other day also I told you you need to separate them. They are two different three requirements. Why you need to separate them? As for example, you have bunched these requirements together like this, yes,
Yeah.
and when these product owners and all other people come and ask you, business analysts, how much effort you are going to say take. Yes, you have to input effort, and how much time you are going to say, uh, time you are going to give, you need to say. Then you say I have only one requirement. Then when you break down and oh, these are three requirements, so it helps you if you break down, separate, then it helps you in test planning. There is
Yeah.
nothing personal there. Okay, as for example, there are, you say 5,000 requirements. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you bunch so many things together and you say there are 5,000 requirements, and when you are actually testing, when you are actually developing, then they might turn up into 8,000 requirements.
Yeah.
Yes, then you are taking more time. So the product owner and the business will ask you why they are taking so much time. Initially they say this much, and now then you need to justify it that time. It is better when you give it, you give more only. So there won't be any extra justification in the end. Yes. As for example, I say you do this one and you say I will do in 2 hours. If you can't finish in 2 hours, after 2 hours, if I come and ask you what happened, then say I couldn't do. There are more stuff to do. Yes.
Yeah.
And then you will say okay, there is more stuff to do. Then why didn't you? properly identified in the first place. Yes, so it is
Yeah.
better to give how much effort you are going to say and break down each and every requirement as a single requirement. Don't bunch these requirements. If that requirement has few attributes, then you can bunch together. But whatever, as for example, courses is a separate place, yes. Assignments as separate place and quiz they are separate place, yes. They don't store, they
Yeah.
are not stored at one place. So you can't do this at one point. In test cases, you can bunch and put as a test shoots. But these are a different things. How still you can't do it? Why? When you are testing the courses, then you add a course or buy a course, yes, and verify it. Then again you won't say this is the end. Then you say okay, upload an assignment or add a assignment related to this specific course. Yes,
Yeah.
and then what you do that at stage? Then you apply a course, add an assignment, and verify this assignment is actually related to this specific. Yes, this is the correct way, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
So you know these are the requirements and broken down. So in test plan, based on this, normally in agile, it is agile now. So we are not heavily on the test plan because you pick up few requirements. It is a sprint plan. Yes. So it becomes easy. You don't identify, but you say there are 5,000 requirements, and all of a sudden, when you are executing or when something goes wrong, they say that there are 8,000 requirements. So the managers will come to you, the business owners or business, and they will ask you. You initially say there are 5,000 requirements, and how come there are 8,000 requirements now? Then you have to justify it. You have broken down this and this. Then they'll, why didn't you do this one at first place? Yes.
Yeah.
So these are the things. So actually, all the things, one action is one step. Yes. In the same manner, you have to remember one action is one requirement.
Yeah.
Okay, let's write the test cases. So what happens in here? You buy a course, yes, and you watch some of the videos. When you watch some of the videos, there will be a step. So reference we will use Udemy, but when we design, we have as a step. For steps, we can use it as a reference Udemy. Okay, but normally when we analyze the requirements, we have to go by word. Otherwise, the website is in front you in front of you, but you might not understand the functionalities. Yes,
Yeah.
so this is why we have to follow it. The purpose of the test case is to verify that the users should be able to filter the courses based on. Here you don't, you need to be specific. The purpose of the test case is to verify that the user is able to filter all completed courses, or user should be able to filter courses based on the status dash completed or pursuing. Yes, it is the status. I just put a next based on the status of the course. In the new line, you can put in the same dash pursuing courses.
This is fine, Rajesh?
Yeah. Instead of courses, you just put course. No, that is courses. Yeah, correct. Because it should be in plural. So what you are going to do in here? Actual way of testing end to end is you buy a course and do some buy not one course, two or plural courses means yes, more than two courses or just two courses, two or more than two courses, and you watch some of the videos. When you watch some of the videos, what happens? You are pursuing them, yes.
Yeah.
So there will be a button. When you click on all completed courses, you will be able to see or continuous courses. Then you can see if you want to use as a reference, then we can go to Udemy and check it.
Yeah. Yeah, we did that yesterday.
Yeah. So there are two courses there, yes. Collections, all courses. Scroll down. Nothing there. Scroll up. See, there are collections, wish list, achieved. So click on achieved. I think achieved will have completed courses.
No, it won't be there.
There
Because
won't. Yeah. Okay.
it you can see in the bottom it says completed.
Okay. Click. Where is it? Oh yeah. This is archive. Oh, this is not arch. This is archived. Archived courses. Yeah, courses. So yeah, so you can see 100% complete, 9% complete. So this is called pursuing courses. But I was thinking there might be two tabs. This is my understanding, where there will be all completed courses will be there. Yes,
Yeah.
and when you say pursuing, then all continuous courses would be there. You should be able to see it there. Okay, this is how I expected it.
Yeah.
They are none of them is completed, but when it is completed it has to go somewhere else completed. Yeah, so like that we can, based on this we can write some steps. Here in order to verify you need to buy a specific course, continue it, then you say as a continuing course is there. You can say the step from buying to complete watching some videos, they should be repeated multiple times for different courses, yes. Or we can put as extra steps, so we can verify there are two courses there or three courses there with this status.
So the second step will be remains the same, right?
No, actually you second step goes to you click on my account or my learning, because in common steps you are logging into, so when you are logging you can directly go to your profile, yes.
Yeah.
So you are there on the home page in your profile, so you just click on my learning. My learning has to have everything. Sorry, I need to rush. Okay, so exactly the same way, click on the courses. Why you want to click on courses?
Because it says here after login we have to click on the courses, right?
Where it says we click on the courses. You want to go to the screenshots. Okay, then click on, yeah, my courses. Click on my courses. Click on my courses. When you click on my courses, there might be two tabs. So click on this pursuing courses. Click on pursuing courses. Don't read that. Reading doesn't help you. You need to think. You
Yeah.
click on my courses, but if there is no course in there, what happens? That is correct. You can just click on the courses, you will be able to see. But you are actually testing it, yes?
Yeah.
So when you are testing, you clicked on my courses, but what if there is no course?
If there is no course, we need to
Is
purchase the course.
yeah, that's why I say follow common steps too. Then you say purchase a course. Yes, second step should be a purchase a course. Or you can okay, good. Yeah, purchase a course. Yes, in test data you need to be specific what course you want to purchase.
Okay.
You can put Selenium WebDriver even there. Yes. Now here you say watch some of the videos of the course. Pursue means refer the materials or watch the videos. It's a video tutorial, so watch. Yes, you can click watch.
What's the person purchased course?
Yes, not complete, but yeah, that's fine. Next step would be verify this. You repeat these two steps again. You buy two courses. Yes, or you directly verify this particular course is displayed as pursuing course. Agree?
No.
Didn't understand. You literally going by the screenshots. Correct. Forget about the screenshots. Just understand me first. Let me share my screen. That's why you can say there are so many issues with the requirements. I don't follow that. I follow the standard testing. Okay. What is your verification? Verification pursuing courses, yes, or continuing courses. Am I right? Hello.
Yeah, Brijesh.
Yeah. Courses means agree. So how you can verify it? First, you buy a course, yes, yes, and watch some of the. They are the videos, so I'm literally saying watch some of the videos. Yes, then verify this specific course is a continuing course. Yes.
Completed course.
No, this is we are at the continuing. Here I'm saying watch some of the videos. It's a different things and completed course is a different things. Okay,
Okay.
understand this. This is a course. Then it is a plural thing. So how can you verify? These steps should be repeated if you repeated multiple times. Why? Here you bought Java. Yeah. Yes. Java. Here you bought something like Python. Yes.
Yeah.
Selenium with WebDriver. Yes.
Yeah.
So when you are plural things, you can do this kind of things. Now let me explain you completed courses. Yes. How forget about exit steps here. Here you will say click on completed courses step. Yes. Before in order to verify completed Courses tab. There might be a tab there. Yes. Completed courses. What is there? You purchase a course. Yes. Specific course name. Course name. Then you complete the course. How you complete the course? Watch all videos. Yes. Dash. Submit assignment if there is submit assignment if there is any. Yeah. So this is how you can complete. What I say complete, watch all videos. I didn't say here, I put watch some of the videos. So there might be 20 videos there here. Then you can watch only one. Yes. And that says that you are starting the course and it is a continuous course. Here it will not show as a completed course until and unless you complete watching all the videos if there are videos. If you have any assignments, then you have to assignments all these assignments, submit it, then it will be showed as completed video. Yes.
Yeah.
Understood it?
Yeah.
Understanding is more important. Even you can bunch those steps, doesn't matter when you are expert, when you understand. But I don't allow you to do it because you are still learning. So you can go by the literary screenshots. Yes. But the
Yeah.
screenshots might not be exactly the same. Yes. There might not be any screenshots even. When you are developing is the developer will come to you in three amigos. We call it three amigos session. Remember, in this three amigos, the developer will say, this is what the developer's understanding is, and this is how the person thinks to build it. Then the person will say, I will put a button there. It's a completed. You click on there, everything will be displayed. Yes.
Yeah.
Or the developer say, I can put into a separate tabs. So you click on tabs, all the completed courses will be there, all the continuous or pursuing courses will be there. If if you go to the screenshots, it is different. So you go to the screenshots, share your screen, please. So here, if you go to the screenshots, what they are thinking, select order. So they are thinking there might be a drop down field. Yes.
Yeah.
So you click on drop down field, pursuing courses or completed courses, and they will all be displayed. Understood?
Yeah.
So there are three ways I told you straight away. So literally we will not go the screenshot. It's we can use as a reference for when we are learning. Okay. But when these are provided, then we have to go specifically. But in the three amigo session, the developer will consider or discuss. This is how the person is going to develop. There might be a drop down field, or there might be two different tabs. You click on all these different tabs and these will be displayed. Any question? If you
Yeah.
have any question, you need to ask.
Yeah.
Okay. Understanding is more important in testing. That's why manual testing looks like easy, but it's not easy. Sometimes adding one button into that application takes two sprints, means 4 weeks. And there might be 8 people working just adding one extra button on the screen. Think. So we can use as a reference. So we will use as a reference as a screenshots. But when you are this guy has provided because the requirements are not written properly. That's why there are some screenshots there. We can use as a reference. But first thing we will understand how, and there are three ways there. So in
Yeah.
steps we can add anything. Doesn't matter. There is a drop down field. You collect and filter it this and this. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's write the test case for both of them completed. That's why if I say repeat the, so I want to, one, you verify this is pursuing course. two. The second one also you verify this is exactly the same status. You verify with the third as well. Why you need to verify? Sometimes the first might show, but when you start the second course, there might be a bug, and the second course might not be displayed even.
Okay.
Yes,
Vijay, you said it could be three amigos with developer, right?
yes, yeah.
So how many times we can use that three amigos?
Three amigos. Each and every requirement has to have three amigos. Yes,
Okay. So what happens in that amigos?
three amigos. The developer will.
We'll have a session, right?
Yes, it's a meeting. Three amigo is a meeting. In this meeting, the developer will say this is what that developer's understanding of the requirement. If it is the back end, discusses about the back end. If it is the front end, then the person will say this is what front end I'm doing.
I mean, these amigos will be in between just developer and tester, or
Developer, tester, and the manager. Three people will get involved.
okay,
Sometimes the business analyst, but the business analyst they don't get involved mostly in three amigos because the business analyst they have done tech refinement sessions.
okay,
Yes, in tech refinement session they have explained complete understanding.
yeah. So if you're saying for every requirement, for example, this is one requirement, right?
Yes, yeah.
So for example, OLP TC 17 for this requirement will be having three amigos session and will
Yes,
discuss.
yes.
So how many requirements can we discuss on one particular meeting? Is it just only this TC 17 or 18?
We will
Or
just discuss one requirement at a time.
okay,
We will not mix two requirements. There are quite a few reasons. One of them, that person is working on the specific requirement. Yes. So
okay,
we have to understand what is that particular exact requirement. If we mix it, then it might mixes our test cases and we might build something else or we might test something else. So when the person, the developer has picked up the specific requirement to start building, that time we will have the three amigo session, not before that.
yeah.
Yes. Any other question?
No, no.
The more and more question you ask, it is better, and that's why I suggest you to watch my videos. But these are the videos I'm recording. So if there, then there is more understanding.
Yeah. Vijay, the other day you said like one of your friend is going for the interview. Did he get that?
Yes, he cleared the first stage. No, he told me. Sorry, uh, he told me that they will let him know for the second stage interview.
Okay. It's just you said it's
No, yeah.
online.
But he said that he would do. Uh, he did really well. He said, but it up to I don't know how he did, but he said he did really well. But I didn't give him call. I might ask him tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how why we understood. See, whatever app you test, application means yes, software you test. The testing fundamental is exactly the same. What are the basic concepts you have to keep in mind? Then you don't have that much struggle. You can easily test it. Any requirement. First thing, this is the front end requirement. Okay, and the back end requirement. So when it is a front end requirement, the developer will tell you uh, this is what he expects. He might put some buttons in here. This might he put some tabs in here. Yes, or
Yeah.
this might be a filter, drop down fill. How it is decided based on the previous features. We have to have the exact similar approaches, exactly the same approach. So in the previous some other in the same project in some other requirements, if they have used tabs, then we should use tabs. If they have used the drop down fields, then we should use drop down fields. If they have used some buttons, then we will use the buttons. Understood?
Yeah.
So the approach should be standard approach for whole application.
Yeah.
Any other question?
No.
So this fine, you click on my courses purchase. Other thing, the steps are important. You have to go literally, but do this, do that, do that in the before, yes.
Yeah.
But when you don't know at all where to go, that time these steps help. Otherwise, there will be some opportunity where you will be able to bunch some of the steps together to reduce your steps. As for example, login. Login, you click on login from the home, enter username, enter password, and you click on login button. There are four steps. But when you say login into the system, one steps covers all these four steps. Yes? Click on login on the home page, enter username, enter password, and click on login button on the login page. But these are the scripts, so you have to remember the steps should be correct as well. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and write it. So when you say verify what the purchase course is, instead of watch the purchase course means complete some of the portions of the course. Yes, that's why I just explained what some of the videos. If you complete it, then what happens? The course will go into the complete section.
Yeah. So this is correct, right? What some of
Yes.
the videos of the purchase course?
Yes. In the bracket, you can put it complete some of the portions of the course so we understand. This is for understanding purposes only. So you can repeat these two steps together. So you are verifying for multiple courses. Yes. If
Yeah.
one is displayed, that means we have to assume the second will display it as well. But we can do with two courses. So we are 100% sure.
So shall I take this off filter? User will be able to filter the courses instead of filter.
We can keep it as a filter. That's fine, doesn't matter because it's a drop down field. So we can say click and do it. Yes, we have not clearly mentioned it here. Verify pursuing courses is displayed Yes, last step. Yes, so here you will think whether you are clicking on the drop down field and clicking it. Yes, you that two steps will be there. So they are fine, not to worry about. What are you putting? What steps you are putting?
Locate filter.
No, we don't need to. We have number step 8 will do exactly the same, not to worry. Yes, we can say, but number step included indirectly that you need to click in here. Anyway, we have to write as well. If you want to be specific, then number 8 should be locate the drop down field to filter the courses. You can write down, that's good. Yes, then number 9 would be filter by the pursuing courses. Then next step will be verified filters. Then here you need to add this locate filter tab. Completed courses, yes. If the word, yeah, finished courses, then we do exactly the same thing. Completely watch or complete the course. So from end to end point of view, why I'm stressing so much on watching videos and completing? Because this is what we need to verify. Okay?
So I write this purchased courses including the assignments.
Yes, if it is assignments is there, then assignments. There some courses might not have anything.
If included, I'll just put like this.
Yes, so you can put in the bracket if any assignment is there, any quiz is there, they should all have been completed.
Take this off in the bracket which says
Yeah, you can keep
complete
it.
something.
No, this you need to take it off.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, this finished. Here we will put the reviewer will review and put a comment. When we execute it, we will put expected result and actual result. Yes, actual result when we execute it, but the expected result when we have to put it when we design the test cases only. Okay, the next we have to complete the requirement. But now I have a question. How will you test these two requirements from the backend point of view, from the API point of view? Then tell me. If the manager say that this is the backend ticket API and you need to test it, then how will you test it?
With dbeaver.
No. API, I have given you the hint.
Using Postman.
Yes. Okay. One answer correct, Postman. Whenever it says API, you need to test through Postman only. DBeaver is a database. You can
Okay.
do it, but not at present. Yeah. Now,
Okay.
what will you do in the Postman?
We'll get. We'll do the get search with get.
Yes, we will send a GET request to when, where?
Um, with the base URI, and we give that
Resource
my
path, you can say.
courses.
Not my courses, there will be a complete endpoint for finished courses, and there will be a complete endpoint for pursuing courses. So when you send this GET request to the specific endpoint, it will return all the courses. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is what your Postman. Let's go and start doing another requirement then.
Yeah.
Okay, go to our requirement document.
When do we use this dbeaver? I mean, like you said, like we are not using now, but
dbeaver, we use it in the
but
database
yeah, yeah,
verification.
I know that. So